Welcome to Erica's English. My name's Erica and I'm here to help you with your IELTS Speaking Part 1 questions about plants. I will give a variety of native speaker answers to these questions. You will have 15 seconds to give your answer after I have answered the question a few times. Anyway, first let's look at Band 9 of the IELTS Speaking Band Descriptors. Firstly, fluency and coherence. So it's important that you speak fluently. Try not to repeat yourself. You may self-correct a little. Use cohesive devices. Link your sentences together. Develop your topic fully. Next, we have lexical resource. This refers to vocabulary. So use your best vocabulary. Use a wide range of vocabulary. Use idiomatic language where you can. Use colloquial and academic language. Just show off with your vocabulary. Next, we have grammatical range and accuracy. So it's important to use a wide range of grammatical structures, use them naturally, use them appropriately. A little slip here and there is okay. It's quite normal in native speaker speech. And lastly, we have pronunciation. So use a full range of pronunciation features. Watch your syllable stress, your word stress, your intonation. Pronounce your consonants, your vowels appropriately. Speak clearly. I am a native speaker of English and I also have a Masters of TESOL and lots of teaching experience, and I'm here to help you with your IELTS Speaking Part 1. Turn on the subtitles to make it easier to understand, or play this video more slowly or faster. Do you like plants? Yes, I love plants. I just love the variety of plants and all the different shapes and sizes, the different leaves, the different flowers. I just find them so nourishing. Do you like plants? Not particularly. I don't care for plants. I just think they are a nuisance to look after. They have to be watered every day, they have to be pruned and so on, and I just really don't have the inclination. I just can't be bothered. Do you like plants? Yes, I kind of like plants, but I like a lot of other things more than plants. Like, for example, I just love watching movies on YouTube. Do you like plants? I love plants, especially when someone else looks after them, because I'm not very good at looking after plants myself. So I love going to parks where gardeners tend to the plants. Do you like plants? You have 15 seconds to give your answer. Do you know a lot about plants? Well, I don't really know that much about plants, but I do know that there are many different kinds of plants. For example, in Australia we have a lot of very distinct native species of plants which have adapted to the dry climate. Do you know a lot about plants? Not really. I'm no expert on plants, but I do know a little bit about plants. I know that, for example, that some plants store water so that they can survive dry conditions. Do you know a lot about plants? Well, I don't know much about plants, but I do know that plants are an important food and shelter source for animals. For example, many animals make plants their home. Do you know a lot about plants? Not really. I guess I know that there are quite a lot of different varieties of plant in this amazing world that we have. Do you know a lot about plants? Actually, I do know quite a lot about plants because one of my hobbies was ikebana for quite some time, and so I'm very familiar with all the different forms of plants, and I know how to put them together to make a beautiful arrangement. Do you know a lot about plants? You have 15 seconds. Have you ever had a plant? No, I've never had a plant, but I've always enjoyed other people's plants in other gardens, and I've enjoyed plants in public gardens all my life. Have you ever had a plant? Yes, I've had plenty of pot plants in my time, which I've kept on my balcony. Yeah, so I have had many plants in my life. I've got a few plants at the moment. Have you ever had a plant? No, I haven't ever had a plant. Like a plant has roots, doesn't it? I tend to prefer cut flowers, so yeah, I don't really tend to plants. Have you ever had a plant? Yes, I've had many pot plants actually in my life. I just love having pot plants. They are very easy to water, and they nurture my soul. Have you ever had a plant? Absolutely. I just love cultivating plants and growing plants. I've had many plants in my life. Have you ever had a plant? You have 15 seconds. Did you ever grow a plant as a child? Yes, I used to love gardening when I was a child. I don't garden anymore, but when I was a child I was very keen on gardening. Did you ever grow a plant as a small child? Yes, I remember growing sunflowers from seed when I was a child, and also growing sprouts on a plate. Did you ever grow a plant as a child? Yes, I remember growing a plant when I was in kindergarten. When I started school, the teacher had all of us grow beans, which was a lot of fun. And we also read the story Jack and the Beanstalk. Did you ever grow a plant as a child? No, I never had that experience, I'm afraid. In fact, I've never grown a plant in my life. Did you ever grow a plant as a child? You have 15 seconds. Would you ever give a plant as a gift? Well, generally I don't give plants as gifts, but it could make a very nice gift, especially for somebody who has everything. Would you ever give a plant as a gift? Yes, I probably would give a plant as a gift, especially to somebody who has everything. Would you ever give a plant as a gift? No, I probably wouldn't ever give a plant as a gift, because then the person has an obligation to look after it. Would you ever give a plant as a gift? Yes, sure, I'd give a plant as a gift, especially herbs. I have a friend who loves herbs, and she has herbs in pots in her kitchen. Would you ever give a plant as a gift? You have 15 seconds. Why do people like plants in their house? Well, I think people like plants in their house for many reasons. I think herbs are very popular. People just love to pluck herbs from their gardens or from pot plants to cook with. Why do people like plants in their house? Well, many people live in apartments, so they like to bring the garden inside because they don't have gardens. It brings a sense of vitality and nature indoors. Why do people like plants in their house? I think people like to bring the outdoors indoors. When it's winter, they like to have a sense of summer inside with potted flowers or herbs. Indoor plants can make people feel connected to nature. Why do people like plants in their house? You have 15 seconds. Do you have a garden? No, I don't have a garden, I'm afraid. I just live in a small apartment, but I do have a balcony, which is like a garden, I guess, with all my pot plants. Do you have a garden? Yes, I do have a garden, and I'm very lucky because somebody else tends to it. It's a communal garden, which is part of the apartments where I live. Do you have a garden? You have 15 seconds. Do you know how to cultivate plants? Well, I guess I do have some idea of how to cultivate plants. Some plants you can actually make a cutting. If you just cut a small part off it and put it in some water, it will grow into a new plant. Do you know how to cultivate plants? No, I have no idea how to cultivate plants. I have no experience in that area. Do you know how to cultivate plants? You have 15 seconds. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share.